Hello, wrestling fans. It is the one, the only Wrestling Info Kid, and this is the News and Rumors. And I want to get down to business and talk about Randy Orton's situation. I've been reading online a lot of different forums that Randy Orton has officially failed the wellness policy, and that's the reason why he's kept off TV. But close sources within WWE have told me that Randy Orton suffered a herniated disc on the L4, L5 level of the left side, and that's resulting in pain and weakness down his leg. That's not good. So we know he's going to need some time off. He has to get some time off for rehab, anti-inflammatory medications, and physical therapy as well. But what I'm really sick and tired of the people hitting these forums and hitting these Facebook groups and saying, oh, it's the wellness policy violation. It's not, so leave the guy alone. I mean, you guys don't realize, but you're pretty much throwing an innocent man under the bus for no apparent reason. Randy Orton is a great entertainer. He's a great professional wrestler, and he's a great superstar. How many times has Randy Orton fell on his back? Numerous times when he does the RKO. When he wrestles Wade Barrett, and Wade Barrett slams him on the ground. It's constant. It's physical, constant pain for him. So he needs to get better, and that's what we want to see. We want to see him get better. We don't want something like Edge situation to happen where, he can't be like Edge. But, we talk about 2011 and we're getting down to the business about how we seen so many new superstars rise to the top, how many superstars passed away, legends, Hall of Famers. They're all in our hearts still. But we're heading to 2012. So what do you think 2012 is going to bring to us? A lot. 2012 is going to bring a lot for us. Are we going to see the return of Chris Jericho? Everybody's talking about the promo videos. It begins. Well, let me just give you a little bit of my theory about what's going on. First of all, I see it like this. I look at the video, and I see a girl, and I see a boy in a corner. Now, I look at it as Chris Jericho is this little boy. And the little boy was sitting at the desk originally working on a notebook. Now, as we see the videos progress, we see that a little girl walks over, pushes the book on the floor. There's a notebook that says Chris. It's crossed out with an X. You can look very closely. The little girl represents CM Punk. What's going to happen is, it's going to be Chris Jericho versus CM Punk at WrestleMania 28. I have that strong feeling. But what it's portraying is that Chris Jericho left WWE, so he's in the corner. CM Punk takes his spot and is stealing his moves and gimmicks. Now, I'm not saying he's stealing his moves, but he's stealing the best in the world. Now, I'm a huge CM Punk supporter, and I love the fact that he's doing this because this is bringing up a really great storyline for WWE. Now, that is my opinion. That's my theory. I think this is the truth. This is what's going to happen. It's Chris Jericho. Now, we know that tomorrow Brutus Clay is going to make his debut. And also, we're supposed to be seeing the return of Skip Sheffield, but known as Ryback, which is kind of like a Terminator person. So those are going to be two new superstars rising to the top again. And then we're going to talk about tag teams and see if WWE plans on, bringing the tag team division back up to its number one priority, because we remember many years ago, you had the great tag teams. You had Demolition. You had Demolition Axe and Smash. You had the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal. You had even Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Powers of Glory, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man. I mean, it never ends. We had official tag teams. We had the Rockers, the Midnight Express, the Steiner Brothers, the Dudleys. I mean, these are tag teams that we grew up watching. These are tag teams that we see. We've seen the Wild Samoans. Shout out to Samu. All right, we've seen the Too Cool. We've seen 3 Minute. It goes on and on. But what really caught my eye when I watched Raw was the Usos. Yeah, that's right, the Usos. When they're doing the official Haka War Dance. That was incredible. I love that. It brought so much new things for them. I was hoping to see them win, but it looks like they're pushing Primo and whatever that other guy's name is. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Well, I do. I just don't care to. And I was just so mad because I'm like, the Usos are like an official tag team. Primo and his cousin, they were okay, but I did see a similarity of them wearing like the same tights. So I'm hoping that WWE is going to take control of what they have and just throw it in there and make the tag team titles and everything else more enjoyable, because it lacks the tag team division, and we need the tag team division. We also need to see Cody Rhodes get rid of this IC title and have somebody that can make it more famous than he did. He brought back the classic Intercontinental title, but we need to see the title change, and we need somebody to hold on to that title and take it to the top. Because if you watch wrestling in the 90s, you know that Intercontinental title was held by Mr. Perfect so many times long, and he made that title even more important than the actual WWF title. Yeah, I said it, WWF. What, you want to sue me with World Wildlife Foundation? Screw you. Anyway, this is the point where I'm trying to come to. WWE has amazing ideas. They have great writers. They give us some crap. They give us some great glory. But that's the fact. If you give the fans everything they want to see, it's going to be too predictable, and the fans are not going to watch it. So, are they going to go to the PG-13, or are they going to get up to the TV-14? No, they don't need to do that. Why? I don't need to watch a wrestling match and be entertained just by somebody getting busted open or blading themselves. Now, for you that don't understand blading themselves, that's officially cutting themselves. Consider self-mutilation. So, you know, everybody's like, oh, well, it's going to change, it's going to change. The only way that it's going to change is with the WWE Network that's coming out. That's right. WWE Network is going to come out, and I have a feeling that some of the shows that they're going to put on may be PG-13, maybe TV-14. But unlike TNA, they have to steal every idea that WWE has or uses. A constant reminder. And it's not good. It's not good. It's not good for business, because this is what happens. You have a high organization that's like dominant in a professional wrestling world. And then you have another one that's underneath it. And just like ECW and just like WCW, who try to compete with WWE, they fell under. McMahon owns both of them. So, there's a lot of changes, a lot of things that we're looking forward to, a lot of New Year's resolutions for people, and it just comes to the point where we got to keep wrestling alive. I mean, this is our time. We are the generation, and we have newer generations coming in. So, stop complaining about the whole PG. Enjoy it. It's still entertaining. It's still fun. And it always will be. Wrestling is in my blood. I have the name Wrestling Info Kid trademark. I didn't just trademark it because I'm a fan. It's because it's a life. It's a family. When someone wrestler passes away, I get upset, because that's like losing someone in my close family. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Brock Lesnar. Everybody saw UFC, the fight against... Yeah, that's right. Everybody saw the fight against him. And it comes to the point where we see that going on. And we look and we can tell that Brock Lesnar got his ass whooped, and maybe Brock Lesnar will make his debut. Who knows? It's all too soon. Hello? What's up? Well, all right, yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, all right. That's great. That's awesome. Okay. So I'll be putting that on the Wrestling Info Kid News and Rumors then. All right. Well, thank you very much, Bobby Lashley. Yes, it was good talking to you. Have a great day. All right. So, basically, just got off the phone with Bobby Lashley, who officially told me that he's still interested in coming back to WWE. Yeah, that's right. We were talking about Brock Lesnar before he called. So, just want to say, watching that match with Brock Lesnar really made me think about how bad Brock Lesnar really is. I mean, we all know he's suffering from a disease that has to do with his intestines. And I think what really irritated him the most and caused him to lose was when that kick to the gut hit him. He really felt that, and that hurt, because if you have that disease, anything that you do could be very painful. All right, so after getting off the phone with Bobby Lashley, we officially declared that Bobby Lashley is interested in coming back to WWE. But will WWE take Lashley back? I mean, he was a great competitor. He reminded me of the late 90s Ahmed Johnson. That's right. If you don't know who that is, look it up online, because a lot of newbies have no idea who these new wrestlers, older wrestlers are that we talk about. So look him up, Ahmed Johnson. All right? Yes. Okay, so kicking off to 2012, we will see tomorrow on Monday Night Raw what happens next. Now, as for me, I'm heading off. I am going to continue to make Wrestling Info Kid News and Rumors better. I want you all to keep an eye on the many things, because we also have our official Facebook. You know, everybody knows it. Find me on Facebook. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Email me, wrestlinginfokid@gmail.com. I'll be sure to respond back to you. Again, I'm Wrestling Info Kid, kicking it off to 2012. Happy New Year to everyone, and may wrestling still stay strong to this day.
Love me when I'm gone. Don't think that we can lose. I know we'll make it easy.